original country and western singers. Who they have called country and western now. Well, let's get our work done now. Anyway, I did really good in that job. And they offered me $25 a week. That was unheard of.
Oh, God, you went down to see... Well, if you hadn't have gone down to see Tommy...
You wouldn't have been born.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had a place to...
No, you wouldn't have a place.
But anyway, that's interesting. It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
So you helped...
I didn't have
You
any
kind
problem.
of started out the whole music thing for selling in Detroit.
Oh, yeah. I sold more records than I did in New York. Really
And who are those people that came to visit you to find out why?
Well,
Columbia or Decca?
Then due to the war, so...
No, but I mean, it was Decca or Columbia. Well, after, yeah, when the war started, it was all bets were off.
My 41 Chevy, we could only go 35 miles an hour during the war. It took me a long time to get back home.
But I mean, who were the people that came to visit you? You said that somebody came from, was it Decca or Columbia? And they wanted to know how you were selling more records than they were in New York?
Well, yeah, my boss, yeah, they had letters between stores. I sold more records than they did in New York.
But then the war came, and of course their business probably changed too. But they remembered you.
We couldn't buy any more records after that.
They stopped doing that.
They stopped making the records because they needed that material for the war effort. They stopped making records for a long time, until maybe 46.
So how would they have ended up paying you? I mean, after they stopped making records, you wouldn't have had a job anyway.
Well, maybe I would have, but that'd be about 2 years down the road. I mean, I got another job. In Texas, I got another job right away.
Well, yeah, that's what you do.
That's right.
Okay, so I guess I was just most interested in what you had to do with setting up that business model, really, or marketing model. That would be a marketing, because now what they do is about the same. I mean.
Well, no, what I did, though, is that they had these records just in files, you know. So then I asked if they had a carpenter there, and asked him to make me this file, so I could put the records in and put the name on the top, like it all one orchestra, you know, different orchestra. And then
Yeah.
And then I was able to keep them organized. Then we had those race records. I mean, all kinds of things that now you would think they're very famous people. I mean,
So who were some of your favorite race musicians?
Well, let's see. I think the first one that I followed most of was he's dead now too. They're all dead.
Well, no, they're not all dead. They're getting old though.
Yeah, some of them are. In the big band era.
Well, what they would call race music. There was the white big band era going on. There was a little bit of white jazz
Nobody
scene.
even thought about it as being...
But was it jazz, or was it more of the beginnings of the old blues and the beginning of rhythm and blues?
Yeah, all that.
Was Jimmy Reed, do you remember hearing him? Or Big Joe Turner?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember Big Joe Turner, big fat black guy that all he did was sing, and then he'd play with it. He played with Count Basie eventually, I think, in the 70s.
Yeah, Count Basie.
Because he recorded from the 30s on up to the 80s. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. That's in history. That's all in the past.
But you don't recall some of the musicians of the race music?
Huh?
You don't remember some of the musicians of the race music? There was Count Basie and Louis Armstrong, and but then you know.
I'd have to list them. I haven't.
Think about it a little later.
They became very popular after a while.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what we called it.
Gene Krupa was a good drummer.
Right.
He was the best drummer, and it's just everybody was...
It's kind of hard to remember all their names. I've heard them all.
I can remember them if I stop and think about it.